next speaker founded Backyard Brains to bring neuroscience out of the dark ages. Let's have a big round of applause for Tim Marzullo.
All right, thank you, everybody. If I asked this multiple educated audience how the heart worked, you'd tell me. How the lungs work, you would tell me. But if I asked you how the brain worked, you'd mumble something about chemical, electrical, blah, blah, blah. We want to change perception that the brain is a magical thing. It is a physical device that can actually be studied. And thank you for the extra time.
Well, if you walked in, my name is Greg Gage, I'm a co-founder with Tim. But if you walked into like a bookstore, you'll see on the magazine racks the mysteries of the brain revealed. But is the brain really mysterious?
So we started a company to address and remove the mysteriousness. We started Backyard Brains. You, in this audience, can study the nervous system on your own for cheap using our friend, the humble cockroach.
And what you're seeing here are the actual neurons of the cockroach. And so, just like us, insects have a nervous system. You can easily tap into that. This is our device over here on the far left. We call it the spiker box. And the spiker box allows you to listen to what the nervous system is doing.
Why don't you turn it on, Greg? There it is, in big. He's going to plug in the external speaker. Whoa! That pulse snoring sound is the living leg, a cockroach. You're hearing spontaneous discharge. It's a real brain.
Well, there's one way we can check. If it was just noise, it'd stay static. But what if I were to touch the barbs? Uh-oh.
That is real. This is what it looks like on an oscilloscope. We have the iPad, you can hook it in. We'll show it later.
And so what basically show that even not just grad students,
not just us who went to University of Michigan or PhDs,
but little kids, 5th graders, 4th graders, 3rd graders, they all can understand how the brain works by manipulating the neurons of the brain.
And I'm not the only one. I thought I was a kooky neuroscientist. I love hearing the sound of neurons. This is a middle schooler hearing the activity of neurons for the first time. It's not staged.
He's real excitement of understanding how the billions of cells in your brain are actually working.
And he's not the only one. We have more, 500 as of now in the audience.
Yes, we need to update this. It's about 3,000 to 3,500 now. So we can actually keep track. We want this to grow to over 100,000 by the next 2 years. So where is this done, Tim?
I think it's we're outsourcing to China, right?
No. Backyard Brains doesn't roll that way. Everything is done here in Michigan and in Ann Arbor.
If you walk down Tompkins Street on Monday and Friday production days, you will see us building all our products. And look at our employees. How do we keep costs down?
Child labor, because they've got those tiny hands that can get at it. That's a really good job for us on the cheap.
We're in the business school, right? You study things like organizational behavior, schools of management. But when you have young employees, you have to worry about that. We know morale is low. We can address it right when it happens.
We're not advanced enough to have passive-aggressive tendencies which can be devastating to the workforce.
And so, people are actually buying this. Yes, they're actually buying it. This is our first customer on the left, the grad student UC San Diego, is showing the spiker box at the Padres Stadium.
But not just scientists. This is an amateur person. This is a futurist. He actually has an implant in his fingers so you can feel the electricity.
We made the circuit simple enough so you can build it yourself. You can learn about amplifier electronics. It takes about 3 hours to build it if you're skilled.
This is actually an old version. Our new version is 2/3 less components, so it's very simple. Even 5th and 6th graders can do it.
These are middle school girls from the Ann Arbor area surrounding southeast Michigan, never built scientific equipment ever in their lives. Within 4 hours, they have built something with their own soldering irons, doing their own experiments on the nerve system.
But that's it. So we have 50 new neuroscientists right here. But it's not just 50 new neuroscientists learning about neurons. No, they're going to go home. They're going to show their parents because they can actually bring this home with them. They're going to show their friends. They're going to show their parents' friends. And pretty soon, we're going to have more and more people that really understand how the brain works.
And thanks to Paul Kirsch. He mentored us a year or two ago. Listen to your customers. We go to a high school where, of the laptop generation, a high school student says, I want it on my phone. We listen to our customers.
But you're probably thinking like, oh man, this is going to be coming out
prototype, whatever.
in a couple years now. You can go right now today, order your spiker box, order your iPhone cables, and even get your cockroaches delivered to your door tomorrow.
And here's our sales. We've sold 125. We're in the valley of death. We need More and more sales.
Now we need the rest of the public to get interested.
Are we a one-car company, Greg?
Hell no! This is our first product. We've got other ones in the pipeline. We've got the ganglionizer that allows you to record little tiny neurons from within the insect. We've got robotically controlled robo-roaches. We've got a lot of ideas in the pipeline. So these are just coming through, but why?
Because you may think some kooky scientist doing this outreach stuff, but if you have a neuroscience affliction, you're gonna die. There's nothing we can do for you. Science is in the Middle Ages when it comes to the brain, but if we get people studying the brain at early ages, perhaps when you're 75, you're a full figure in life. Thank you.